Well, when we get those cooler temperatures, right, cocoa, all for a great cause. Buckelew Farms and the Christina Taylor Green family are teaming up for the family's annual toy drive in Christina Taylor's name. This Saturday, you can buy a $2 cup of cocoa at the Buckelew's tree lot on Ina and La Cholla, and 100% of your donation will go to buy toys for sick children at Diamond Children's Medical Center.
A lot of kids don't get to have presents or spend time with their family on Christmas, so I wanted to go to a store like Target or Walmart and get some toys and bring the holiday cheer up.
It's always good to see, the young people, trying or even thinking about, what they can do to give back to, the community.
Oh, again, a cup of cocoa, just $2 this Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Buckelew Tree Lot across from the Foothills Mall on Ina and La Cholla. Help if you can, Rylan Owen. Buy toys for sick kids in Christina Taylor Green's name. We'll be right back after the break.
A hot mess. I mean, it's been a nightmare.
Tomorrow at 10.
New homes are being built across southern Arizona, but several new homeowners tell the News 4 Tucson investigators they aren't getting what they paid for.
Things are going wrong with their houses, not being able to get a hold of the people in charge.
Investigating for you. Horrible housing? Tomorrow on News 4 Tucson at 10.
Give wellness with holiday shopping at Relax the Back. Save $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus save up to $1,000 on zero-gravity recliners and massage chairs. Be good to yourself. Start living your best life at Relax the Back.
This is Joe Window, and I'd like to show you our easy-to-use website. Click on the big red button to set up a free in-home estimate. So go to our website or give us a call at 298-DOOR. Jingle time!
So much more than just windows and doors. Tucson Window and Door.
It's time to remodel your bathroom, but you don't want the hassle. You just want it done. Rebath. From start to stunning. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Who do bullies pick on? The person who never fights back. The law is no different. Hire one of those tough-talking lawyers that never actually goes to trial. Get a terrible offer. Hire a firm that actually fights for their clients, and your chances of a fair offer go way up. Hi, I'm Mark Breyer.
And I'm Alexis Breyer. We're the husband and wife law team. After an injury, hiring the right lawyer is the most important decision you're going to make. Contact the husband and wife law team first.
It's that time again. Show 'em how we celebrate. This is my kind of holiday.
Happy Honda Days from all of us at Honda. Visit your local.
Brought you The King and I and South Pacific comes a sumptuous new revival of the most perfect musical of all time, My Fair Lady. The New York Times calls it thrilling, glorious, and better than it ever was. Bartlett Shear's glowing production is enthralling. Don't miss the smashing, jubilant Lincoln Center Theater production of My Fair Lady.
January 5th through 9th, 2022, Centennial Hall. Tickets at BroadwayInTucson.com.
It's time for a new shower, but you don't want the hassle. You just want it done. Rebath. From start to stunning. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your complete bathroom remodel.
This is Joe Window, and I'd like to show you our easy-to-use website. Click on the big red button to set up a free in-home estimate. So go to our website or give us a call at 298-DOOR. Jingle time!
So much more than just windows and doors. Tucson Window and Door.
Give wellness with holiday shopping at Relax the Back. Save $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus save up to $1,000 on zero-gravity recliners and massage chairs. Be good to yourself. Start living your best life at Relax the Back.
Catch Friday Football Fever at 10 p.m. right here on News 4 Tucson.
And welcome back. If you are looking for a job this holiday season, UPS is hiring more than 100 workers in Tucson. The company started preparations for the busy season back in October, and they expect to continue hiring through January. They are full and part-time positions available, including package handlers, drivers, and driver helpers. UPS is also offering a program that gives seasonal employees who are students up to $1,300 in college expenses. We'll be right back after the break.
Minutes away as the first Omicron case is discovered in the U.S., what we know about the infected person, his travels and close contacts. Also, we've seen the crush at the ports tonight inside a major rail hub trying to keep supplies moving. On Nightly News.
It's the Holiday RV Show at the Pima County Fairgrounds. Prices slashed on an incredible selection of discounted top brand name new and used motorhomes, trailers, and fifth wheels. Free parking at admission. Mark your calendar. The Holiday RV Show at the Pima County Fairgrounds starts Thursday.
Come see our GE Premium Finish collections at Christie's Appliance.
With more premium finish choices than anyone, GE Appliances offers the perfect match to your personal taste. Choose from the classic stainless to the elegant black stainless, or the bold black slate to the neutral slate.
Receive up to a $2,000 rebate with the purchase of select Cafe Appliance Suite combinations.
Imagine your new kitchen with GE's Premium Finish collections at Christie's Appliance.
Training for your next big event is important, but making sure you're wearing the right shoes is even more important. Our exclusive Fit ID scanning technology and unbeatable product selection allow our expert staff to help you find the best footwear for your unique needs. In addition to our exceptional in-store service, Fleet Feet has helped hundreds of local runners and walkers meet their fitness goals. Registration is now open for fall training groups. Shop with confidence at Fleet Feet and start your next adventure today.
At Nova Home Loans, our mission is simply yes. Nova Home Loans will always provide you with the best combination of service, rates, and fees. Visit NovaHomeLoans.com and apply now to get started. Nova Home Loans, where our mission is simply yes.
With DraftKings Sportsbook's latest offer, new customers can bet just $1 on any NFL game and win $100 if any point is scored. A chip shot field goal? You win. A TD pass? You win. A sack in the offense's own end zone, thereby resulting in a safety awarded to the defense? Yeah, you win. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Sign up with the promo code. Bet $1 to win $100 if any point is scored, and make it rain with an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
It's all coming together this fall. With the DQ Fall Blizzard menu, of course.
Thanks, yeah.
7 seasonal sensations like new pecan pie, pumpkin pie, new sea salt toffee fudge, and Oreo mocha fudge. It's a lineup piled so high with fall flavors. You might just want to jump in. Fall together now at DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
You've been wanting to get out of the house and just go. Buy or refinance your next vehicle with a Tucson Federal Credit Union 1.69% APR auto loan. Visit TucsonFCU.com/justgo to get started today. Tucson Federal Credit Union.
It's the Holiday RV Show at the Pima County Fairgrounds. Prices slashed on an incredible selection of discounted top brand name new and used motorhomes, trailers, and fifth wheels. Free parking at admission. Mark your calendar. The Holiday RV Show at the Pima County Fairgrounds starts Thursday.
News for Tucson hairstyling is provided by Gadabout Salon Spas.
Well, record heat today. I don't think record's tomorrow, but we're going to crack 80 degrees again. Upper 70s, few more clouds Friday, mid 70s on Saturday. Sunday looks good, mid 70s. Back to the kind of warmth on Monday, 80 degrees, and a 10% chance of some showers and some cooler air temperatures should arrive by Tuesday and Wednesday of next work week as we attempt a pattern change this Sunday.
All right, I can't wait for those 70s. Nightly News is coming up next.
Tonight, the first case of the Omicron variant identified here in the U.S. The first patient, a traveler to California was first reported. Dr. Anthony Fauci said the patient is fully vaccinated and had mild symptoms. Concerns growing tonight. The new travel restrictions the U.S. is considering during the busy holiday season. Also tonight, the Supreme Court hearing the biggest challenge to abortion rights in decades. How the justices signal they could rule. The first court appearance of the 15-year-old suspected in a deadly Michigan high school shooting. Charge as an adult with murder and terrorism. Comes as a toll rises as a fourth student died. And four suspects parents and charged too. The bomb home invasion. The wife of a music legend killed. Shocking body cam. The man in a wheelchair allegedly armed with a knife. The officer firing 9 shots into his back and side. And time to shine. Your front row seat for tonight's beloved holiday tradition right here in Rockefeller Center.
This is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Good evening. The Omicron COVID variant has now officially been identified in the United States. The White House today confirming the discovery in California of the country's first known infection with the puzzling and highly concerning strain. Here's what we know. The infected person identified as a recent traveler from South Africa, fully vaccinated and having suffered only mild symptoms. Tonight, the Biden administration, which for days has been braced for the arrival of this variant, is set to tighten COVID testing requirements for arriving international travelers, including Americans. Much of the focus tonight remains on the effectiveness of vaccines. 197 million Americans, 59% of the population, are considered fully vaccinated, but officials strongly urging booster shots as a stronger line of defense against Omicron. 21% of vaccinated Americans boosted so far. Let's get late details now from Tom Costello.
The CDC says the first confirmed case in the U.S. of the Omicron variant has appeared now in San Francisco. A traveler who returned from South Africa on November 22nd, then started showing symptoms.
The individual is self-quarantining, and all close contacts have been contacted, and all close contacts thus far have tested negative. The individual was fully vaccinated and experienced mild symptoms, which are improving at this point.
California health experts concede they have more questions than answers.
We don't know how infectious it is, although there is a strong likelihood that it is more infectious than Delta. We don't know how sick it will make people, but that is being studied furiously right now across the world.
With health experts still researching the Omicron threat, the White House is set to require every international traveler, including Americans arriving from foreign airports, to test negative no more than 24 hours before departure. The U.S. currently requires a negative test within 72 hours of flying. The White House has already banned non-Americans from flying to the U.S. from southern Africa, where Omicron is spreading fast. The CDC today ordered airlines to share contact information for anyone traveling from the region for future contact tracing. Despite the Omicron threat, the Delta variant remains the most dominant and dangerous strain. The CDC's most recent transmission map showing 66% of America's counties reporting high transmission rates. The upper Midwest and Northeast most affected. Southern states report the lowest transmission rates. While nearly 60% of Americans are fully vaccinated, it's not clear how effective those vaccines will be against the new strain. Vaccine makers are looking into catering another booster to Omicron, but Dr. Anthony Fauci says people should not wait for those boosters.
Get boosted now. We may not need a variant-specific boost.
The good news, most people who've contracted the Omicron variant have demonstrated mild symptoms. Tonight, though, the World Health Organization says banning only certain international travelers will not stop the spread of Omicron.
Does the virus read your passport? Does the virus know your nationality or where you're legally resident? So, therefore, there are contradictions in this.
And Tom, there's late word tonight that the transportation mask mandate may be extended. What can you tell us about that?
Multiple sources tell NBC News that tomorrow the Biden administration will extend the mask mandate probably until mid-March. It was going to expire in January. You'll have to keep the mask on. Airports, planes, buses, trains, probably until mid-March, Lester.
All right, Tom, thank you. Dramatic arguments at the Supreme Court today as it considers the most significant challenge to abortion rights in at least 3 decades. The case is a direct challenge to the landmark ruling of Roe v. Wade. With more, here's Pete Williams.
Hundreds gathered outside the court, both sides vividly demonstrating what's at stake. Mississippi defended its law passed in 2018 but blocked by lower courts that would ban virtually all abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy, at odds with nearly 50 years of Supreme Court rulings.
Life is so precious, and these babies have a chance now, as 48 years ago they may not have.
Starting with Roe v. Wade, the Supreme Court has repeatedly ruled that states cannot ban abortion before the age of viability, around 24 weeks into a pregnancy. That's why Mississippi's law is a direct challenge to Roe.
This is an individual liberty interest for women because it has such a profound effect on our health and our lives and our future.
The more liberal justices warned today that overturning Roe would undermine public confidence.
Will this institution survive the stench that this creates in the public perception that the Constitution and its reading are just political acts?
Chief Justice John Roberts suggested he would uphold the Mississippi law without explicitly overturning Roe.
If it really is an issue about choice, why is 15 weeks not enough time?
But several of the court's conservatives appeared willing to rule for abortion opponents who say Roe was wrongly decided and should be overturned, even though abortion rights have been the law of the land for almost 50 years.
If we think that the prior precedents are seriously wrong, why then doesn't the history of this court's practice with respect to those cases tell us that the right answer is actually to return to the position of neutrality?
If the Supreme Court did overturn Roe, it wouldn't ban abortion. It would leave it up to individual states. Experts on local laws say 24 states are either certain or very likely to make the procedure illegal. Some already have bans that would go into effect the moment Roe was overturned.
Pete, when can we expect a decision?
Well, we probably won't get it till late June, Lester. And if the court does uphold the Mississippi law and say that abortion can be banned after 15 weeks, then other states will undoubtedly try to ban it after even shorter periods. We're also waiting for a ruling on whether lawsuits can go ahead against the Texas law that bans abortion after 6 weeks, Lester.
All right, Pete Williams at the Supreme Court tonight. Thank you. If the Supreme Court does make a change to the precedent of Roe v. Wade after today's arguments, the impact could be felt quickly. Kate Snow explains.
As Supreme Court justices were hearing arguments today, nurse Sarah Hayter was busy seeing patients.
I would say there was probably 15 protesters outside today.
That happens every Wednesday at the Red River Women's Clinic in Fargo, North Dakota, a state that already has some of the strictest abortion laws in the nation. North Dakota is one of 5 states that has just a single abortion clinic operating, and it is one of 12 states with a law already passed that would ban abortion if the Supreme Court overturns Roe.
What would happen if the Supreme Court overturned Roe? For us, that would mean that we would be closing within the next 30 days. No more patients in 30 days. How high are the stakes for you? Unbelievably high. The reason why I do this work is I believe strongly that women deserve to make their own choices. And if women are not allowed to do that, they become second-class citizens.
Hayter started working at this clinic after having an abortion here in her late 20s. But as a kid, she attended demonstrations against abortion with her grandparents. She understands what advocates like Carol Tobias at the National Right to Life Committee think.
Unborn babies are human beings. And they should be protected as any human being would. There are a couple thousand pregnancy resource centers around the country who will help a woman through a difficult pregnancy.
One of Hayter's patients today asked what could be done to keep this clinic open, but that decision is in the hands of the highest court. Kate Snow, NBC News.
In Michigan, a 15-year-old became the 4th to die from that shooting at a high school in a Detroit suburb as new details emerged about the teenage suspect and the victims. Megan Fitzgerald is there.
I'm going to confirm the name of the suspect this one time only during this press conference as Ethan Crumbly, age 15.
Authorities say the 15-year-old suspect opened fire at Oxford High School in Michigan yesterday, killing 4 and injuring 7 others.
Charging this person as an adult is necessary to achieve justice and protect the public.
He's being charged with 1 count of terrorism causing death, 4 counts of first-degree murder, 7 counts of assault with intent to murder, 12 counts of possession of a firearm. His father allegedly purchased the gun, and prosecutors say they're considering charging Crumbly's parents. The victims being remembered tonight. 17-year-old Justin Schilling was a member of the bowling and golf teams. Hannah St. Juliana was just 14 years old. She was on the volleyball team. 17-year-old Madison Baldwin wanted to be an artist. She was set to graduate this spring. And 16-year-old Tate Meyer, a high school running back.
4 kids are gone. 4 kids don't get to go home tonight and see their parents. 4 kids don't get to take that math test that they dread.
We don't know how to move on from a shooting.
Yes! Chilling video of the shooting emerged, showing students barricading themselves inside a classroom.
I shouldn't be living in fear as, going to school.
Logan Sweeney was inside another classroom where he did the same.
I didn't know if I was ever going to see my parents again. It was truly terrifying.
And tonight, the suspect pleaded not guilty. Prosecutors allege that he planned this attack long before it was carried out. Lester?
All right, Megan Fitzgerald in Michigan tonight. Thank you. In just 60 seconds, the deadly encounter. A suspect in a wheelchair shot to death by a police officer.
Cup, baby.
Up would be the operative word there, pal.
Yeah. All right, have a good day.
If you ride, you get it.
Oh, wow, we're really backed up.
Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Let's get to that stunning new revelation about former President Trump. NBC News confirming that he tested positive for COVID just 3 days before his first debate with Joe Biden last fall. Though another test that same day was negative. Peter Alexander has details.
You asked a question. It was an explosive presidential showdown.
Question why would you answer that question? The question is, radical left. Would you shut up, man?
Tonight, the new revelations from President Trump's former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, that Mr. Trump first tested positive for COVID 3 days before the debate against then-candidate Joe Biden. In his upcoming book, according to The Guardian, Meadows writes nothing was going to stop Trump from going out there. Meadows adds that Mr. Trump received a negative result from a separate test hours later. And tonight, 3 sources familiar with the matter confirmed that timeline to NBC News. After those results, Mr. Trump continued to a rally, met with Gold Star families, and hosted a COVID briefing. Weeks later, repeatedly pressed by Savannah Guthrie, Mr. Trump denied testing positive before the debate.
Did you test the day of the debate? I don't know. I don't even remember. I think it was Thursday evening, maybe even late Thursday evening. I tested positive. That's when I first found out about it.
President Biden today dismissed a question about whether his rival put him at risk.
I don't think about the former president.
Tonight in a statement, Mr. Trump said the story that he had COVID before or during the first debate is fake news, but he did not address whether he had received a positive test. Lester?
Peter Alexander, thank you. In Beverly Hills, police are searching for suspects in the home invasion that left the wife of a music legend dead. 81-year-old philanthropist Jacqueline Avant was fatally shot inside her home overnight. Avant is the wife of Clarence Avant, the music executive known as the godfather of black music. She is also the mother-in-law of Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos. Police are asking anyone with information to come forward. And another shocking case, a police officer in Arizona was terminated after he was captured on body cam, fatally shooting a man in a wheelchair suspected of shoplifting. Miguel Almaguer has more, but first a warning, the video is disturbing.
I have a male suspect that just shoplifted right in front of me, pulled a knife on me.
The shoplifting suspect, who police say had a knife, was in a motorized wheelchair moving away from officers as he began to make his way into a home improvement store. Moments later, with the suspect's back still to officers, the deadly encounter captured on body camera. Richard Lee Richards was shot 9 times in the back and the side. Officer Ryan Remington opened fire.
To be very clear, I am deeply disturbed and troubled by Officer Remington's actions.
Moving quickly to terminate the Tucson, Arizona police officer, the police chief says the Pima County Attorney's Office will review the case, which has the authority to pursue charges. Shortly before the shooting, police say Richards was accused of stealing a toolbox from a Walmart, then pulled a knife when confronted by Remington, who followed him through a parking lot. The officer's attorney says there shouldn't be a rush to judgment.
And at every moment, this officer was trying to use the least amount of force as possible, which is verbal commands, talking with this individual, trying to de-escalate it.
Still, the mayor calls the incident unconscionable and indefensible. Now the shocking shooting in the hands of local prosecutors. Miguel Almaguer, NBC News.
Up next, as we continue tonight, our inside look at the critical supply chain link you might not know about and how automation could be a game changer.
Some things can't be tried at home.
Where next?
With Capital One, the possibilities are unlimited. Introducing Venture X, our new class of travel card. Earn 10x miles on hotels and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, plus receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. Find your where next with Venture X. What's in your wallet?
I brought in Ensure Max Protein with 30 grams of protein.
Those who tried me felt more energy in just 2 weeks. Here, I'll take that.
Ensure Max Protein with 30 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, and nutrients to support immune health.
Look, Serena Williams, Matrix. Serena, Matrix. Serena, Matrix.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
Doug.
Superpowers from a spider bite. I could use some help showing the world how Liberty Mutual customizes their car insurance so they only pay for what they need. Did it work? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters December 17th.
Hey, little fella. Big guy, you know we love you. But while our food has gotten healthier, your food hasn't really changed. With its powdered meat, spray-on flavor, and preservatives that make it last way too long. It's time for fresh meat and veggies. Real food with expiration dates that belongs in the fridge next to our food. Now, who's hungry? Fresh Pet, it's time for fresh.
Why hide your skin if Dupixent has your moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis under control?
Hide my skin? Not me.
By hitting eczema where it counts, Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, keeping you one step ahead of eczema.
Hide my skin? Not me.
And that means long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief for adults. With Dupixent, you can show more skin with less eczema.
Hide my skin? Not me.
Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, or a parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. When you help heal your skin from within, you can change how your skin looks and feels. And that's the kind of change you notice. Talk to your eczema specialist about Dupixent, a breakthrough eczema treatment.
With DraftKings Sportsbook's latest offer, new customers can bet just $1 on any NFL game and win $100 if any point is scored. A chip shot field goal? You win. A TD pass? You win. A sack in the offense's own end zone, thereby resulting in a safety awarded to the defense? Yeah, you win. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Sign up with the promo code. Bet $1 to win $100 if any point is scored, and make it rain with an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
Back now with our series Race to Deliver and a rare look at how one of America's largest railroads has been impacted by the supply chain crisis and the high-tech solutions to avoid future gridlock. We get more from Jacob Soboroff.
If you're waiting for something to arrive that you bought online, there's a good chance it's sitting parked in a container right here at the Union Pacific Terminal in Joliet, Illinois, just outside Chicago. But locomotive engineer Tom Moses says it's not because his trains are late.
It's because the other processes would have us to have to slow down or pick up because we're always ready. So
for you to get there on time, you need the other pieces to be working.
Exactly.
Luke Slauson, who runs operations here, gave us a tour to explain.
Are we looking at more cargo containers in this parking lot than normal?
Current state, we're a little bit above average right now. You want to turn a parking spot just like you would turn a table at a restaurant.
And are they being turned as fast as possible these days?
Not as fast as possible.
Union Pacific's Kristen South told us there aren't enough truck drivers or space in warehouses to get cargo out fast enough.
Almost 50% of international cargo will hit Chicago on its journey at some point.
That's not always how things happened here. A generation ago, this area was a manufacturing hub employing thousands of workers. But the factories closed as manufacturing moved overseas. Now what's produced there ends up back here.
So this place wouldn't even exist were it not for basically the contraction in domestic manufacturing and the move to international trade.
You're exactly right.
40% of goods traveling long distances in the U.S. move by rail. And the Department of Transportation expects total freight demand to grow by 30% by 2040. Which is why Union Pacific's banking on new autonomous technology, including the 75-foot tall crane.
This is it, huh?
This is it. This is going to be 100% humanless operation.
Can you see how tight I'm actually grabbing the railings right now? Wow. So the trains are going to come in right below here?
Correct. So it's all going to continuously move around all day long.
And the only humans to work on the crane won't be anywhere near it.
You're telling me that the potential solution to the supply chain crisis could look a lot like playing a video game?
Maybe not the full solution, but it'll be a lot more efficient.
But just as when the factories went overseas and the supply chains lengthened, the changes here have their own consequences. Eric Pulley's been hauling cargo as a truck driver since his grandfather taught him the trade.
They want to automate, so they want to get you guys in and out as fast as possible.
You want to hit a bass at about that?
Yeah, tell me.
You lost your job.
Right.
Inside his Union Pacific locomotive, Tom Moses has faith everything will work out.
What do you want the American people to know that are watching me and you right now thinking about their Christmas presents showing up on time?
I would tell them they're on their way as soon as possible. Have no fret.
Tom's on his way.
We're on our way.
Jacob Soboroff, NBC News, Joliet, Illinois.
And up next, the Great Light Show about to happen
I recommend Nature Made vitamins because I trust their quality. They were the first to be verified by USP, an independent organization that sets strict quality and purity standards. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
Look, Serena Williams, Matrix. Serena, Matrix. Serena, Matrix.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
My auntie called me. She said, Uncle's had a heart attack. I needed him to be here.
Your heart isn't just yours. Protect it with Bayer aspirin. Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
On Dateline's Friday premiere, murder in the House of Gucci, money, fame, and the friends known as the Black Widow and the Black Witch. Inside the scheme that turned a family story into a crime story. An all-new Dateline Friday.